Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a Deepwoken leveling guide. This is for mostly players who cannot do TO1. So here's the build I'm going to be doing. It's pretty simple. So we're going to be spawning with Flame Charm and a heavy weapon. And we're going to be doing this with Auto Addicted Maverick at Vigils. Alright guys, we're just spawned in. We're going to come over here to the left. Wrong room. Alright, this guy right here. We're going to hit the second option there twice. He gives you a free 25 notes if you just do 2-2. Alright, so if you're new to the game, you probably don't know about this yet, but for these walls, you can just hold W, hit Q in space, and you phase straight through it. Alright, so from all those chests, we're going to go ahead and sell everything so we can afford to buy all the training gear we need. Alright, since you already have all the money from selling everything before, just buy one of every training gear except Charisma and Willpower. You'll be using all your auto addict points to level those up, so you don't really have to sit there and, like meditate. Alright, so the first way we're going to be leveling up here is by fighting the trainer at Vigils. You'll just put on a training vest as you fight him, and you'll naturally level up Fortitude. You can let him just beat you while you're throwing on and off the training vest to do it. This is a very easy way to level up. It'll only take 10 or 15 minutes tops just to get your first 50 Fortitude from. Alright, so for this video to be on the shorter side, I'm not going to really show how to get to each individual place to do it. But I will be giving two options for usually each place to level up. So your first place up here is going to be Bandit Camp. It is one of the slower ways to level up, but if you're not good enough to kill Sharkos yet, this is perfect place for you to level up to like power 7 or 8, and then you're good. Then you can just go to Sharkos and power up to 10. But if you can do Sharkos as a power 4, go ahead and go there till you're level 4 to 10. It will be pretty quick. So the next place you're going to be leveling up is at the Burning Stone Gardens. We're going to be doing golems. If you do want to come here at lower level than 10, you can. I just suggested level 10 for the newer players who don't really know how to fight them yet. If you don't really want to put effort in to learn golems, you can cheese them. However, it's easier just to learn them. It's a lot quicker than having to do the cheese. So I did go at golems a little earlier than most of you probably will. So I was there for a good bit. It was like 30 minutes. If you do go there at power 10 or so, it shouldn't be nearly as long. It should only be 10 to 15 minutes max. So now that you're power 12, I suggest going to the crypt. Usually this is where I go straight out of trials, so usually I'm doing this at like power 7 or 8. But if you're a new player, the parry trading with the crypt guards is a lot harder than like the basic vigil chaining. Now I did stay at the crypt until I was power 15. The biggest reason why I did this is because as you power up, it does get a lot slower. And Crypt is the best area to do it with very minimal risk while you're still power 12, 14, and so on. So now that you're power 15, there's not really much that can level you up in the Etrin Luminant unless you can do Duke, and then you could try to do Duke at power 15. Now, if you cannot really do Duke, there's many other options, but you will have to go to the Eastern Luminant. One of the easier way to level up at power 15 is Miner's Landing. All you gotta really do is kill Mecha Sharkos. They're basically regular Sharkos with 2 extra attacks. And they will give you alright XP if you do have Auto Addict. Now you can also go to like Star Sweat Valley and many other places in this Luminant to do your levels. I personally just think Miner's Landing is really close right there, and they drop pretty decent loot. So, I don't know how to put this, but I decided to change my mind for no particular reason and at all, you know. Well, I'm just gonna farm the depths until about power 18. You can farm Sharkos if you want, but honestly, I wasn't really vibing with it. All right, well, congratulations. If you made it this far in your build, you are almost power 20. Now, as a power 18, there's not a lot in the game that will give you a good amount of XP where it's worthwhile to do. So the only real options you have is kind of like Star Swept Valley or doing boss fights. Now, the easiest boss fight I would actually recommend you to do, even if you are a beginner, is Ferryman. He's a very easy boss to learn. He does give really good loot, and he can get you a Storm Eye, which is a relatively sought after legendary item in the game. Now, I did include video footage of me doing Ferryman so you guys could get a gist of what his thing is. He's a relatively simple boss. He does give you ample time to full heal at a campfire if you do want to do it. So you don't really have to flawless him. You can just heal in between phases of him. Now, the only thing you do need to bring to this boss fight is campfires and flint. I would recommend an umbral flint. Now, if you do know how to backstab, I would recommend backstabbing Ferryman a lot. Every damage phase, if you can, try to backstab. It does quicken the boss fight, probably by double the speed you'd usually do it. I didn't do it for this video just to show you, like, if you are learning, it's no problem be taking 6+ minutes on your first try. Whenever I was first doing it, I was probably doing, I don't want to say it, but I was power 14 doing Ferryman and I would be taking like 12 minutes per run. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, it would mean a lot to me if you would like and subscribe to the video. Helps a lot with the algorithm and whatnot. But it is honestly a lot of fun making these videos so far, so I really hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you for watching again.